this guy.
Oh, ho, ho.
And if you know me,
Let's go.
you know I'm crazy about Mario. So I've been dying to watch this movie. It finally came out. It's finally real.
Man.
Tony,
Oh, it was
without spoilers.
without spoilers. It was an
What's the movie
amazing
about?
movie. Oh, okay, shit.
Without spoilers, what's the movie about?
Without spoilers.
This is from
Um,
another podcast I listen to called The Weekly Planet, where they talk about movies, comic book stuff, and you know, whatever shows. But whenever they get to the main topic, which usually is a movie that came out that week, one of the hosts supposedly, I mean, it doesn't happen anymore because they're like 500 episodes in, will ask the other host, what was the story of the movie game show? And he always acts like he's caught apart. Oh, I don't know.
Oh, I didn't know that. That's cool.
But
What, do you want me to summarize it, like the whole thing, or just in a neat bow?
it's the Mario movie.
Yes.
What's the what happened? What's the plot?
Mario has to save the Mushroom Kingdom from Bowser.
Yeah,
There you go.
there you go.
Super Mario Brothers.
And that's not an exaggeration. That is as deep as the story goes,
Absolutely.
and I am a-okay with it.
Without spoilers, it was really fun, and that was like the main thing. But that was really fun about it.
Yes.
Oh man, so cool.
I really, really liked this movie. It was really, really, really colorful, which I love colors.
Uh-huh.
And it was really, really, really Mario, which I love Mario. Some people were against, or I get that this movie's not for everybody. It isn't. It's very much a kids movie,
Right.
and I don't like saying that as a discredit. Kids get movies too, and people do say, which I don't disagree with, sure, it's a kids movie, but it didn't have to be solely aimed at kids. And while I get that, I don't see the problem with it either.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't expect anything more out of this than what I got, to be honest. And I really, really appreciated what they did with this world. It is different from the games, and I'm not going to get super into lore or anything. But there are big differences between what happens here and in the actual games. They do emphasize a lot that we're not going to go over the whole movie.
That's its own video.
Yeah, I'll just say I really enjoyed it. I have a theory thing I want to say real quick. And this is going to be spoilers.
Oh no.
It's not, I mean, again, this is the Mario movie. You know what's going to happen. But this movie being good for kids, kid audience, and for the people who, I mean, you saw the movie. There was references everywhere. There was Easter eggs everywhere.
Mm-hmm.
Not just for Mario stuff, but for other Nintendo franchises. So spoiler warning. Again, this isn't really a spoiler. This is mostly just for me, but in the movie, we get little posters or little figures or little references to other Nintendo properties.
Mm-hmm.
So among them, the pizzeria that the movie basically starts out in is called Punch Out Pizzeria.
Oh. And
you have pictures of Punch Out characters, and it actually looks like it's using the game art, which is really cool. There's a picture of the Duck Hunt dog as well. The Duck Hunt dog is a painting in one of the characters' apartments.
Nice.
The duck from Duck Hunt is another painting at the Punch Out Pizzeria. You can see an arcade game called Jumpman, which is what Mario's name was at inception. In Mario's room, which this is a spoiler, is probably one of my favorite parts of the movie. They made Mario a gamer.
Nice.
He's a fellow gamer, so that's pretty funny.
Uh-huh.
In his room, though, he really likes gaming because he has a bunch of gaming posters. He's just like me for real. Among the posters, you see an F-Zero racer, so you see the Blue Falcon.
Oh, cool.
You see the Ice Climber Bear.
Oh, wow.
You also see, and I've seen the movie twice, which is not enough. I need to watch it more.
Twice.
Yes. But on the TV, you see an R-Wing, which is a Star Fox reference. And the game he's playing is Kid Icarus.
Right.
So far, from what I've seen. Oh, and in the apartment as well. The other scene in the movie, there's a Pikmin statue.
Oh wow, I didn't see that.
And when I watch it a third time, maybe I'll report next week more. But I say all that to say this: we've seen references to Punch Out, F-Zero, Star Fox, Ice Climber, Kid Icarus, Duck Hunt. There may have been a Game & Watch reference in there too. I need to keep an eye out for that one. But all those Nintendo franchises, I didn't say a couple that are very important to Nintendo.
Right.
Zelda and Metroid.
Yes, that's the big three.
So, in my opinion, I believe that the reason we didn't get those is because all the other franchises I just mentioned are fictional. They are video game franchises in this world, in this universe. I think if you put up a poster of Zelda, or you put a little toy of Samus's arm cannon, or anything that references Metro or Zelda or Metroid, it might kill the expectation or anticipation of their own films.
Right.
So I think their absence of Easter eggs in this movie speaks more to the possibility of those two franchises getting movies. Now, I mentioned them specifically because there's no Kirby either. However, Kirby is very closely linked to HAL Laboratories, and they kind of can do whatever they want with Kirby. I mean, Kirby is still a Nintendo character.
But HAL really is like the one.
But HAL makes those games. Pokemon also did not get a reference in this movie.
As Game Freak.
But that's triple owned by Game Freak, the Pokemon Company, and Nintendo, or Creatures Inc. And the only other two that are Nintendo fully owned that could get a movie, I don't know, that were not referenced in this game, or sorry, in this movie, are Animal Crossing.
I was just about to say that.
And Splatoon.
Oh, okay. I was trying to see if there was Animal Crossing up there.
I do not have anything. I don't have anything Animal Crossing in my room or anything, but I do have hours and hours and hours of it.
I was gonna say, we have the Super Mario movie, which you'd expect from Mario, Zelda and Metroid movie. Do you think that those could be in the same universe, so to say?
So that's
those are two different worlds.
Yes, and I didn't want to think about it that way.
Okay.
But in thinking about it that way, that also can explain why there's no references to them in this universe, because they are going to be real things. And just imagine, let's say on top of his TV, like I said, there was an Arwing. Imagine if an Arwing, it was Samus's spaceship, right?
Yeah.
And then 3 movies down, whoa, Samus is real. Like, are you going to expect it to be like, oh, that video game came to life in this movie about video games? Or are you just going to say, you know what, Arwing, the Star Fox, is fictional, so Mario's a fan of that. And then, whoa, Samus is real. Samus does have her own spaceship, and or not that she's real, but she's a thing.
Whenever you say that, like it could be like that, I thought whenever he was playing the games, like we see the Arwing, I'm thinking about that since that is in the Nintendo sort of world. Couldn't that be just like a game that imitates art, like 2K basketball, or like Pro Bass Fishing? That could be like a game made for the people that like the things, like in Call of Duty, people that like the army stuff.
So you're saying that after we meet Samus, we get a game of her in the universe?
Maybe. Just like how, Kid Icarus is like way back then.
I don't think it's that.
You don't think so?
I don't think it's that.
Possibly.
Thought ahead.
Definitely, if it was that thought ahead, we would be seeing animal people from Star Fox in the universe. But that's the thing.
The other thing is part of the movie and in the trailers, Peach specifically says there's a lot of galaxies.
Yes. So
there could just be a galaxy where, Star Fox is real. Yeah, Animal Crossing is real. So I'm really interested to see where they're going with this. Obviously, spoiler alert again, we are likely getting a sequel. The movie has made over 350 million.
Oh, 350,000, that's a lot.
That's so much. $350 million at the box office so far. And they're still just opening worldwide.
Jesus.
So we'll see what happens in terms of final numbers. But yeah, they're gonna make another one. They have to. There's no way they're not. The sequel, what we can infer from the end credits, or sorry, the post credit scene is a Yoshi egg.
Yeah.
Even though we got Yoshi in the show or in the movie, excuse me,
Little cameo.
I think this Yoshi is going to be the one that is the Yoshi.
Yeah.
This is the one that's going to probably have a voice. It's probably going to be Aquafina. No,
Aquafina.
I spoke that into reality.
Don't
watch.
speak that into it. You know, whenever I saw the Luma for the first time, I thought it was gonna be Aquafina.
Oh, thank goodness she wasn't.
Yeah.
So that's gonna happen, but I also know this is a partnership that Nintendo has with Universal, and it's gonna be it for a while.
Yeah.
Illumination is the animation studio at Universal. So here's, I think, my idea for what's gonna happen.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're gonna get, after this Mario movie, I think next on the line is a Donkey Kong movie.
Oh, okay.
And then we're gonna get the Mario sequel. The reason I say that is because the Universal Studio parks have the Mario section,
Mhm.
and through patents and construction and stuff, we know they're actually adding a Donkey Kong section,
Oh,
either to Japan or to Florida. I don't remember where they're adding it,
cool.
but I know that's a fact. They're adding Donkey Kong to the theme parks. So when you do something like that, it's usually gonna be all across the board.
Mhm.
What is it? Synchro marketing? No. Something like that.
They've usually thought that far ahead
Yeah.
to where it's all lined up.
So that's what I think is happening next. But the biggest issue is Illumination is one company.
Mm.
It's one studio. Nintendo has about 8-10 studios, maybe first party studios, maybe it's more, in their house. So Nintendo can make Mario and Zelda and Splatoon and Mario Kart 8 all released in 1 year. And they did. In 2017,
Mhm.
we got Mario Kart 8 Deluxe, we got Splatoon 2, we got Breath of the Wild, and we got Mario Odyssey.
Wow.
That's all in 1 year, and that's all under the Nintendo the Nintendo name.
Right.
Nintendo has like EAD 1, EAD 2, EAD, so they have sections, and that's how they separate them. Illumination is not like that. Illumination is one studio, and they're not a Nintendo studio. They still have their own stuff,
Yeah.
so they have to work on whatever they're working on, and Mario movies. So all these people that are getting hype and excited over the potential of more of these Nintendo movies, you gotta temper that, because Illumination is one studio working on one movie at a time.
Mhm.
I know Nintendo just made this a little studio called Nintendo Presents or Nintendo Studios, something like that, where it's specifically for these kind of things.
Nintendo Direct.
I really should look up the name, but maybe I'll put a link in the description. I'm hoping that is a sort of way to get more people to animate these movies. Otherwise, I'm not seeing the next Mario movie even being worked on for another 2 years, and then another 2-3 years after to make it.
Yeah.
So I wouldn't be surprised if the next one of these is 5 years from now. Will the hype still be there? Will anybody care? I mean, I'm sure they'll care, but
Yeah.
by that time, will we still be in love with Jack Black's Bowser?
Will Jack Black still even have that voice to do the Bowser?
That's the other thing, is they're not going to get so old, but
Jack Black's in his 50s.
they are going to sound different. Yeah. No, he's old. Is he in his 50s? That's it?
I think he's 56.
Okay. Oh, that's up there. 5 years from now, that's 61. That's bananas.
That is bananas. It could be like a Star Wars deal where they have every 2 years working on something, but even then, that's still like stretching thin for Illumination.
Again, yeah, Illumination is working on their own movies, and they have their own franchise, the Minions, where they can keep milking that and just make money.
He's 53.
53, okay. So that's still, what,
Yeah.
5 years is 58. It's still 60. So we'll see what comes from the future of this. this was my biggest fear when it came to Illumination handling this.
Mm-hmm.
I knew Miyamoto was going to be hands-on with this, so I didn't really concern myself with that. My biggest thing was, let's say the Mario, this is before it came out, let's say the Mario movie is a success and they're going to want more. How are they going to be able to do that in the amount of time they have?
Right.
They're not. And you can look at the Sonic movie, and that turnaround was about 2-3 years. I think it was 2 years between the sequels.
Mm-hmm.
You can't really get that with this because that one was filmed in live action and CG, and the only CG characters were Sonic, Knuckles, Tails, and the robots or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
This is a whole animated movie, and that's a whole other thing. So
A lot more money.
Yeah.
That Nintendo has.
That Nintendo's making from this movie. So yeah. Those were some of my thoughts that I've been holding on to with this movie that I haven't really had a chance to articulate. So what I want to do is pull this section from the podcast
Oh, okay.
and put it up on the channel as its own thing.
Yeah.
Just the Mario talk.
Just the Mario section?
But we can talk about that more after the recording.
Let's do it.
So I talked a lot about the Mario movie. Did you have anything else you want to say about it?
I kind of want to go deeper into that. Whenever I was first being introduced to the movie through the trailers and all that, obviously I have a big Mario fan here with me that was hyped about it. In my head, I was thinking, I hope they're not going to go in the direction of an open universe world sort of thing, like the MCU.
Yeah.
Like overarching storylines and incredible lore and all that. And that was my biggest fear with it, was that it was going to be super complex.
Yes.
So much so like the 1993 Mario movie, where it's like they're adding lore and they're adding these character backgrounds and these people motivations and all that, when it really doesn't have to be that.
No.
It can just be Mario.
Yeah.
Because he's Mario.
Yeah.
Which I'm glad they, not to spoil anything, but that they didn't do in this movie.
Yeah.
This is a straight up good feeling, good feels movie. This entire movie you're not going to feel confused about anything or questioning about the motives or plots or anything. You're going to be happy and enjoy the whole entire time, which is why this movie has gotten so much money.
Yes.
Too much money.
To piggyback on that reaction, I agree. I don't really want or need this to be a multi-universal, multi-dimensional
time travel back in time, go back to the future.
Where, Link from the past meets Mario and all this stuff. I don't need any of that because why? These franchises can stand alone, and
because they are.
Yeah, they do on their own. A lot of people point to Smash Brothers, and it's like, okay, what's the story of Smash Brothers? Exactly.
Yeah.
There doesn't need to be, because it's just fun getting together. Oh, what if my toy met this toy? And that's the whole...
Which is what it was about.
Yeah, that goes back to, what we're talking about, the Super Sentai and Kamen Rider. A lot of it is just seeing these franchises meet each other. Think about how happy or disappointed you may have been when you heard about Disney buying Fox. Oh yay, Deadpool can meet Iron Man now.
Yeah.
Yeah, but
what are the bigger implications for that?
So I don't, like you were saying, I don't need that whole crossover type thing. Especially since I believe wholeheartedly this can stand by its own.
Absolutely.
Its own.
I mean, this is the big breadwinner for Nintendo. This is the moneymaker right here.
If anything, when it comes to like crossing over anything, the Donkey Kong movie might do it just because in the games, at least, they're so their own thing. With the Donkey Kong Island and Cranky and all that. It was really cool to see Mario and Peach actually interacting with Cranky Kong. And Diddy Kong was there too. Because in like the Mario proper games, Cranky Kong's not there.
No. Although there is that one theory from a long time ago.
It's not a theory. That was what it was. And
really?
And now, I don't. That's what. That's what. Remember when I said I'm not gonna get into the lore?
Right.
They did change some things up, and that's fine. Don't worry about it because it's Mario. It doesn't matter.
Exactly.
It's just
It's
it
just
is
one
what it
thing.
is. But yeah, I don't want to say that I want this universe thing, but they set it up so that's something that can happen.
Yeah.
That's
Which
all I'm
is
saying.
it's super smart on their part. Which they're leaving these doors open for them in the future.
Yeah,
Even though it doesn't have to go for anything, they have the doors open
yeah.
just in case. And they don't even have to use Illumination, even though this is a great studio that they
They have
brought
to
in.
use Illumination.
Are you sure?
This is the whole reason for this is the theme parks, the Universal Studio
Oh,
theme
I
parks.
see what you're saying.
You get money from that. That makes a lot of money, Tony.
Yeah.
Toku Tony. These theme park deals, they go hand in hand with these movie deals. So,
I hadn't realized that.
oh yeah, that's why. Like I said, the Donkey Kong section to Mario theme parks. That's why he's gonna get his own movie.
That's hand in hand. That's money.
Yeah.
Oh Lord.
So, yeah. In short, I think we're gonna get Donkey Kong
Mhm.
movie next, and then the Yoshi movie. In terms of these stories and these movies, again, it's Mario. I think this is simple enough for them not to get too crazy with the story.
Right.
That they can get Chris Pratt, Charlie Day, Anya Taylor,
Anya
Joy?
Taylor-Joy.
Jack Black, and Keegan Michael Key to just record stuff, Seth Rogen,
Yeah.
for the sequel to the movie so that they can animate them after the fact. I mean, these stories are simple enough that, I mean, not that Chris Pratt would, but let's say, hey, how you doing? Like, what's the last thing? Oh, I just did my lines for the Mario sequel. What's it? He's not like he's gonna say what it is.
Right.
I don't know.
We actually copied one for one the Super Mario World video game.
Yeah, if anything, it's probably gonna be World, and we're probably gonna get introduced to either the Koopaling kids or Bowser Jr.
I thought the next movie was going to be Yoshi's Island.
As a baby.
Yes, Yoshi's Island. Just
Mario is a baby?
yes.
Mario is a baby.
Mario is a baby. We saw them in this movie as a baby, just for a little brief moment.
If you do a Yoshi's Island story, a movie, that Yoshi is the main character,
Right.
not Mario.
Yeah.
So is it a Mario movie?
No, but it could be a little side thing.
I don't think. Plus,
It would retcon a lot.
It would change a lot of things that happened in this movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, we saw them, spoiler alert, as babies.
Yes, we did.
So that it would have makes. You haven't played Yoshi's Island. You don't know what the story is for that, do you?
No. I played half of it when I was like 10.
Yoshi's Island is a story of a stork taking twins, Mario and Luigi, to their parents. And it looks like it's in a kingdom.
Right.
The Kamex mess up this stork and they drop one and steal the other.
Right.
They steal Luigi and Mario drops to the island. Yoshi picks him up. So Yoshi's job in the game is to take Mario to get back Luigi and then take him to their parents.
I know that.
Yeah.
I just didn't know the end.
Yeah. So these, I mean, this didn't happen in Brooklyn is what I'm saying.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
So in the movie, they're not from the Mushroom Kingdom at all.
No.
But in the games, they kind of are.
Yeah.
So
There isn't like Brooklyn.
Yeah.
Or there is.
I think you're closer to it being a Super Mario World movie.
Mm.
It might be a Super Mario World / Mario Bros 3 movie. I think we're seeing the cape.
Mario Bros 3.
Mario Bros 3 is in this movie a lot.
Yes. There's like 2 huge references.
Yeah. What's the second one?
The poster and then his
Poster.
Yeah, the commercial where they have the cape.
That's Mario World.
Is that Mario World?
Yeah.
Oh shoot.
Yeah.
I'm getting my Mario games messed up. Okay, what was it?
What's the other post? The other reference?
At the end, that attack that they were doing, that final fight. I thought that there was Super Mario 3 references in that.
No.
No, not with the superstar.
The Tanuki suit is the Mario Bros 3 reference in here.
Oh.
And there's some music, but yeah. The Tanuki suit, where he looks like a bear. Raccoon?
Yeah.
Yeah. one more thing while we're still on Mario movie. By the way, I said I was going to go over the week.
Yeah.
This is Tuesday.
Yes.
So there's more stuff that happened that I'm going to talk about.
We didn't even
But I'm gonna just fly through.
we prefaced this with that we saw the Mario movie and that we're watching it and we're describing it. We didn't get to how we got to the Mario movie.
We drove there. Thanks for listening, everybody.
At midnight. We saw the midnight screening.
We saw the midnight screening, yeah.
We saw the midnight screening.
Yeah, of course.
Everyone got off work. We went to see it with our brother, Omiro. But that was crazy in and of itself. The night before, we said, "Hey, they asked me, hey, do you want to go see the Mario movie at midnight?" I said, "Yeah, sure." And it was almost a packed theater at the midnight showing at our local theater.
Yeah.
That was pretty cool. We got out at 2 a.m. I had to go to work the next morning. So did my brother. So that was fun. But so did not regret it.
It's funny because you and Omiro, or no, you both took a nap.
Yeah, we did.
Did you say that already?
No.
Okay, yeah, y'all took a nap before the movie.
Yeah, we got home, slept a little bit, and then we got up.
I was bouncing off the walls, ready to go.
He was ready. And you saw it 2 times.
Yes, I saw it the next morning at 11 in the morning for showing.
Nice.
With Nito.
Nice.
With Nito, excuse me. So before, because I don't want to stick on this too long, and again, I want to separate this part of the video. But last thing I'm gonna say about this, who would have thought that this movie ended, spoiler alert, with a double rider kick?
Oh yeah, so that was, oh my god, man. Okay,
don't say why or how it gets to that.
So we saw the midnight screening. I was sleepy AF. Super Blast Text here was off the walls because we were watching Super Mario Brothers. But when that double rider kick popped up on screen, we both looked at each other and we were freaking out. And the 2 families that were next to us heard audibly like, "Oh my goodness!" The excitement that came out of our bodies. That double rider kick made my night. It made the movie 5 times better.
And it's great because Shin Kamen Rider came out this year too.
It did. Shin Kamen Rider with a double fucking rider kick.
That is a spoiler, I guess, for Shin Kamen Rider. But it is in the trailers.
It is in the trailers.
So it's just funny that these 2 movies that are really important to both of us,
yeah,
each kind of end in a double rider kick. Not just a rider kick, double rider kick.
A double rider kick. I brought it to fruition whenever I put my Zenkaiger in a rider kick pose.
Yeah.
A week before we saw the Mario movie because I was super hype about the Shin Kamen Rider movie trailer. Oh my god, that double rider kick made my week, made my day, made my night. Whenever it comes out on digital, I'm gonna have that framed and posted somewhere in the house because that is an amazing
screenshot of that.
Yeah,
it'll be out somewhere,
like 4K poster, metal poster, or something. Because that's a piece of Mario history and a piece of Tokusatsu history. Even if you don't know what Tokusatsu is, that's a piece of history that comes from this area. That is just so good. Godly.
Mario with the forward air. That's all I'll say. Did you have anything else?
I'm glad I saw it with y'all, and I'm glad I didn't wait too long.
Oh no, yeah, I have one last thing about the Mario movie.
And also, I'm glad that people probably who have gotten this far might be annoyed that we haven't talked about the voices. The voices are fine. Don't worry about it.
Fine. Who cares?
Voices are fine. All right. There's a little gag about it. All right.
Yeah.
Not to spoil. There's a little gag about it. All right. The voices are fine. They all do a great performance job, even though they're not real voice actors. Some of them aren't professional in that level voice actors. They all did good. They're all trained, so it was all right.
Crisp and I'm gonna say it like that on purpose every time. Chris Pratt was all right. He actually did do a voice, and I'm gonna be honest with you. It got to a point where I didn't even realize
It was him.
it was him.
Mm.
I'm not saying I got lost in his voice, but I recognize that he actually did put some effort into it, and
Right.
I appreciate that. Luigi as well. Jack Black, of course, was a standout. Keegan-Michael Key was fantastic. There was one line that Peach delivered that I want to throw right in the trash can.
Really? What was that?
It's a spoiler, so I'm not going to say it.
Okay.
But things had gone south,
Okay.
and her response to it wasn't my favorite. That's as much as I'll say.
That's incredibly vague.
Yeah, I'll talk about it more in a couple weeks. Go watch this movie, guys. Seriously. Oh,
Please, for the love
one
of God.
last thing. Seriously, I'm going to say this thing and then I'm going to move on to the next subject. This movie was crazy adorable. It was the cutest thing. Oh my God. They're little, tiny little baby men, and they're just kick ass. So that was Tuesday.
They're just doing it.
And then Wednesday, I saw it again. Thursday, I had an interview
Whoa.
over Zoom
Nice.
to be a substitute teacher.
Oh, nice.
So I'm gonna be a substitute teacher.
Whoa.
Yeah, I got hired.
Wow.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
I haven't told anybody
Oh
except
my
for maybe Omar. Omiro.
God. That's awesome.
It is an on-call gig,
Oh, shoot.
and it is a substitute teacher role.
Uh-huh.
So it's not like it's guaranteed or anything like that.
Right.
And the pay isn't that great. But I have something again.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna do what I can. Also, it's only April and May
Uh-huh.
until the school semester's over.
Yeah, dude, you're
so
on it.
I'm only working for maybe a month or two.
Yeah.
So I'm still gonna be looking for more work.
You're going to be a teacher again.
Yeah.
That's crazy.
I liked it last time.
Yeah.
I'm not I was never a teacher, guys. I was like an instructor for an after school program.
That's as close as you can get without being trained.
Yeah, because I'm not trained. But the substitute teacher thing apparently is pretty easy to do.
Nice.
But yeah, I'm gonna be back in the classroom with these kids. Yeah, that's happening.
That's
That was
awesome, man.
Thursday.
I'm happy for you.
So thank you. Today,
Uh-huh.
I got my fingerprints taken because that's part of the thing for
Oh, snap.
this. So that's what I did today. Again, nobody knows.
Jesus Christ.
I went and got my fingerprints taken. That's fine.
Jesus H. Christ. So everyone in the house is gone up until like 6 in the afternoon. So you could do whatever from the morning when we leave at like 8.
Yep.
To now.
Mm-hmm.
Jesus H. Christ.
Every day. Oh, yeah. You just don't know what I did?
Yeah, I just don't know what you do.
Yeah. So
That's awesome.
that's what's going to be happening.
Hey, well now in the next episode you can say, this time I'm actually employed.
Yeah.
Like in the last 2, you said you weren't.
Mm-hmm.
Now you is.
Yeah.
Now you is.
And if you got this far into the podcast, congratulations for finding out this secret information.
It's the it's like the crescendo of your character arc.
Yeah.
No, not like crescendo, like no, yeah, crescendo. You're going up. You're not at your apex yet. But you're going up.
Friday, I don't remember anything happening on Friday. Saturday, my buddy Steve came in from out of town and we
Yeah,
hung
Steve.
out. We went to a restaurant. I don't even remember the name, but the chicken, it was a fried chicken place.
Oh.
And I don't know what they did. I remember my teeth are too weak, but the skin on
Oh, no.
on the fried chicken was terrible. It was tough like plastic.
Oh. That sucks.
Yeah, but the chicken was good. Whatever.
Was it Korean double fried chicken?
No, it was like an American fried chicken type
Oh,
place.
okay.
It was also the kind of place where they only had like 6 things on the menu.
Oh, okay, okay.
You can
okay.
choose the sides or whatever, but it was like one of those places where Like it's they're known for this dish.
Oh,
For this whatever. I think it was like Gus's chicken.
Popeyes.
No, it's not. It was not Popeyes.
Popeyes.
Wrong. It wasn't Popeyes.
I've been to Gus's Chicken. It's pretty bad.
Is that? Are you sure?
I've been to Gus.
It's like. Is it near downtown?
Yeah, it's near downtown.
Anyway, after we did that, we went to. Damn, I forgot the name of this place too. This little bar.
Gus's world famous chicken.
Is that what it's called?
Mm-hmm.
Went to this little bar place where you could set up board games and play board games with everybody.
Oh, that's awesome.
So we went there and we did that, and I played this game called Exploding Kittens, and I won. We got some Pokemon cards. We didn't really get much. And then Sunday was Easter.
Yeah, Easter time.
Oh no, wait.
Saturday and
Something
Saturday.
did happen on Friday. Hold on.
What happened on Friday?
We live streamed Kamen Rider Climax Battle.
Oh, we did.
So we have a video on the channel of us to adjust the gameplay.
I forgot about that.
No voice commentary. Just the gameplay of us playing Kamen Rider. It's silly. It's got a bunch of likes, and if you want to add to that, but yeah, check it out. It's just straight gameplay of us fighting each other.
He's on the right. I'm on the left. Or no, he's on the left. I'm on the right. In the first battle, I fight as Kuga,
Yeah.
and in the last fight, I'm Decade.
Yeah, I believe the first fight is X8 versus Cougar, right?
Yes.
Can't choose X8 first. Yeah, so we did that on Friday, started, and then Saturday I hung out with Steve and my other buddy Felipe. And Omiro came by too.
Felipe.
And Sunday was Easter. I went to my dad's and we did the Easter hunt thing, and then we popped eggs on our heads with confetti.
How was that?
It was okay. Whatever. It's a tradition I don't want to do.
It's like whatever.
Yeah, I don't care. I don't care about Easter. Easter's not a holiday on my radar.
Zombie Jesus Day.
It's Zombie Jesus Day. That's what I've been saying.
Zombie Jesus Day, man.
And then
I like it only because everyone's wearing white.
I'm not.
I like people when they dress in white. It makes everything look super fancy.
For Easter?
Yeah.
Easter, you're supposed to wear pastels.
I saw a lot of people in white this year. In just
On
white.
Sunday? Where did you go on Sunday?
I didn't see anybody on Sunday. I saw like the Instagram posts and all that.
Oh,
Yeah, like social media.
I don't know about that.
Social media. Yeah, I didn't go anywhere on Sunday.
So that, and then today I did my fingerprints.
That's awesome.
That's pretty much it.
God damn, that's so cool.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dude, that's awesome. Awesome. Little side note about your board game escapade.
Mm-hmm.
I would love to start, not to be an incredibly fucking nerd, I would love to do D&D. It's been years since I've played D&D, and I know it takes a lot of effort and all that, but I would love to do that with a group, because I did have an old D&D group, which I don't really talk to anymore.
Really?
Yeah, I had an old D&D group back in high school. It was like it was like me, the 16-year-old, and a bunch of adults, like 25 and older, because I went to a college.
Oh, okay.
So I joined their D&D group, and I was there for like 2 or 3 sessions before I just, decided I'm not really mature enough in this level to be here every single week going with y'all and, spending money to go out with y'all and do things. Also, I'm 16 and you're 25 plus, all of you, all.
Yeah. I used to play D&D every week when I lived in California. It was fun. And that's it.